Welcome back, everybody, to the Fpl Shrews Gameweek 12 preview. It's been the international break. We've had a week extra to prepare for this one, so I'm sure, Luke, this is the week that we just absolutely destroy everyone around us and our ranks start going up.
I really
How are you
hope so
feeling?
because it's been a I've had a few conversations with people and I've realized I've never had such a poor start. I can speak for most people and quite a lot of people watching this video saying that I don't think a lot of us have had this such a poor start to the season. I've never been
Yeah,
outside. I think in the past two seasons when I've played, I've never been struggling to get into the top million. Like what is
yeah,
happening? Like why is it so difficult? I don't feel like I'm doing. I feel like I'm making better decisions than what I was doing, and I'm still nowhere near as high as I thought it'd be. But there is time, and that's what we're here to talk
exactly.
about.
Yeah, exactly. I think as well, we're not taking into consideration how bad the first 5 or 6 game weeks
Oh
were
God.
for the template teams. But anyway, that is in the past, and we are here to talk about the future. There's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday fixtures this weekend. So we're starting off the early game, Burnley Chelsea, a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday.
Lord.
Then we have we got a good few 3 o'clock fixtures. So if you, like Luke, have a Now TV TV license, unlucky because most of the games won't be streamed.
No.
But we have Bournemouth versus West Ham, Brighton versus Brentford, Fulham versus Sunderland, Liverpool versus Forest, and Wolves versus Crystal
All
Palace.
at three
So
o'clock.
all at 3 o'clock
Wow.
on Saturday,
That's a
and
lot of games.
finish off the day, we have Newcastle versus Man City at 5:30, and then moving on to Sunday. Only 2 games on Sunday. Quite a quiet outing. We have Leeds versus Aston Villa at 2 o'clock, and then the big one, Arsenal versus Tottenham, 4:30. A bit of a derby going on there, I
I like
think.
the sound of that one. And who's
And
is no way does Everton have another Monday fixture. This is
to finish it off, we have Man United versus Everton at eight
mate.
o'clock on
Have they
Monday.
paid somebody off to always have Monday? Am I missing something? I swear they always have a Monday kickoff. Apart from last game
It,
week,
it's
it's
something to do with TV. You know what it is? I bet it's because I know because Everton West Ham was a Monday game. No one's watching that game. Like no one's
I
tuning in
don't.
to go. You know
It's
what? I want to watch
always
West Ham versus
it's
Everton.
always Everton that are playing on the Monday. There must be some
No,
form of reasoning
no.
there.
Game week 11 they didn't. They played I think Saturday or
I
Sunday
know,
because I
but
remember
like,
you complaining that they weren't playing on Monday.
yeah, I always have enjoyed just to watch on the Monday evening. It's great.
Exactly. Oh dear. Okay, well, tell me, Luke, what is your what game? I know you've got Now TV, so what game will you be tuning into this
Well,
week?
obviously, I'm deprived. The nipple that I keep sucking on Saturday has ran up dry. There's only one fixture I can watch on that day, and it's actually it's gonna be a really good one because it's the Newcastle versus Man City, but it's not gonna be an absolute steamroller. Hopefully, because well. Newcastle are playing at home this time, so hopefully they actually put up some form of fight. Because I
Yeah,
don't know. I know there must be quite a lot of psychology that goes into playing home versus playing away, but to the extent of what Newcastle show for the past two seasons now, it is ridiculous. Like where
yeah,
you can't even write Newcastle off not winning this game. Like Newcastle, if they actually show up, which their fans need them to, because it has been 2 weeks now in a row where they have just been garbage. Newcastle could actually win this game.
yeah.
And it's Man City are looking good at the moment, so it could be a really good clash. That's what I'm hoping for, and I will be tuning in live to watch that. So
It'll be
I hope I don't
tuning
waste
in.
my time, basically.
Nice. I myself am going to go with the obvious choice here, and that is the Arsenal Tottenham North London derby.
Mm.
I mean, I just Gabriel out for 2 months or so, whatever, not playing. Spurs just chirping up. Arsenal fans chirping up. I mean, in an ideal world, a meteor hits the stadium when they're playing, and the teams just get diminished. That would be
Wow.
great viewing as well.
That'd
So,
be great viewing.
but realistically, I just want to see one team get absolutely destroyed, so that I can go onto Twitter and watch all the memes that have been made about the other team. That's what I'm aiming for that game.
That could be an interesting one because with Gabriel out, I'm not sure what that's gonna do. To be fair, I can't remember the name of the person that replaces him, but I still think they have quite a solid defense. But Tottenham have an equal attack.
Yeah.
So
You look at as much as like Gabriel's really important to that team, like the defense starts from Declan Rice, don't know, Zubimendi, I think is it that plays
Yeah.
CDM as well. Like you just it's one of those things where you'd like to think that you still have faith in the Arsenal defense. However, if you've watched our FPL hot takes video, you'll know that I even predicted Gabriel's injury by saying you can get rid of all Arsenal defensive assets.
It's a good thing we're not back in the 18th or 17th century. You'd have been hung for being a witch right by now, mate.
Yeah, that is true. My takes are too good. I would be killed for them back in the 18th century.
better keep your mouth shut from now on.
Yeah, I won't be saying any. I won't be making any more predictions now. All right, well, let's move on and talk about some differentials. Now, we didn't really have much success last time with our differentials, and we were on a hot streak. So hopefully we can kind of invigorate. We've gone back, had a talk to the coaches, had a chat to the players, and we're here with some fresh new suggestions. Okay, now I want to put myself first actually, and nominate my player who is only 1.8%.
Oh wow!
Selected.
And we wonder why we don't ever get any returns on these players.
It is buddy. Marcus Tavernier of Bournemouth.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, he is against a West Ham team that are playing away from home. And as much as West Ham looked good when whoever they played, I've forgotten. Oh, it was Bournemouth when I bench boosted. Yeah, as much as they look good against Bournemouth, and I know that was Aston Villa that put 4 up against them. Whoever they played, West Ham looked good. But this Bournemouth team, I have faith in. I think Tavernier can get on the score sheet, and for 1.8% owned, I'm here for it.
I can't lie. I don't want to say anything, but I think West Ham win that game. I genuinely do. I'm not sure what's happening with Bournemouth at the moment, but I think they lose that game. But that's not to say Tavernier doesn't score. He can.
This is my first repeated player as well, because I went for Tavernier before.
Because he worked last time, didn't he?
That is true. Maybe I shouldn't, but hey, you know what?
I like it. You keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. I just want to look up. I actually think my player has a lower pick rate than yours. I know yours is 1.8%. Oh, wow. Mine is 0.9% owned.
Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
This man is a striker, and he plays in black and white. Ollie, any guesses here?
A striker that plays in black and white. I mean, it can't be Waltermard.
No, it's okay. Thanks, Ollie. Right, I'm just gonna say it because that was It is Raul Jimenez.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I'm very surprised that his pick rate is that low, because Muniz, from what I can see, is out injured until the start of next year. So he's guaranteed a start, which he wasn't when Muniz was around. And Sunderland, they are against Sunderland, but it's not Sunderland. They're not playing Sunderland at Sunderland, so they're not playing at the Fortress. So they're playing at the Cottage. They're playing at home. Fulham haven't actually had many home games this season, and I think they're undefeated at home this season. So I really fancy this guy's chances of scoring a goal against this Sunderland team away from home. I'm actually excited for this too.
You got to think as well, this is a Fulham team that has a really good defensive statistical record, so there shouldn't be many goals going in against it.
Do you want me to name the last time It was game week 4 where that was the last week where they. Well, oh no, sorry. Game week 10. I'll take that back. They kept a clean sheet
There
against
we go.
Wolves.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
against Wolves though. Like, come on, it's not like an impressive clean
Hey,
sheet to have.
a win is a win.
My God, so they've had 2 clean sheets this season, mate. Again, this
Yeah,
thing against
and
Leeds. Oh wait,
okay,
no, they lost against Burnley. Go on, sorry, continue.
yeah. Okay, there you have it. So we've got Raul Jimenez, Marcus Tavernier, two players to bring in if you're looking for differentials this week. Now, before we conclude this video, let's just have a little talk about I think we've already mentioned a certain Brazilian that is not playing for a while. Now, I just want to know your thoughts, Luke, on what you're planning to do with Gabriel, and if you are planning to sell him, or even if you're not planning to sell him, who would be your targets to bring in defensively?
Right. Okay. Well, we can start with Gabriel, but I'm looking at my team and I have 5 yellow, ranging from yellow to red flags in my team. But for the public, nobody else has 1 or 2 players that I have in my team anyway. So we'll talk about Gabriel. So I think the obvious choice for me is Van Dijk. I would potentially look at like a Munoz if you want to make like a direct defender to defender transfer. If you didn't have any Crystal Palace defensive assets, I would be looking there. You could maybe save a bit of money and reinvest it elsewhere in your team by going with like a Richards, for example. But if you like the attacking threat that Gabriel had, I think Munoz going forward now has, as a defender, the highest attacking threat out of, well, all the assets you can own. Anyone else? I wouldn't. To be fair, if you have 2 Arsenal defenders in your team, if you're subbing Gabriel out, I wouldn't necessarily double down on another Arsenal defender.
You wouldn't bring in I know Saliba and Calafiore are quite picks to bring in if you have 2 defenders.
To say it's not an option would be wrong, but for me. So to the general public that's watching this, it is an option. But for me personally, I'm not. But it looks far too easy for Sunderland scoring that first goal. That looked far too easy, and I'm not sure. It kind of did just come out of nowhere. But there is part of me which wonders, have the floodgates now opened, and can Arsenal have now shown that they can concede? So is it worth doubling down on it? Doubling down on the team which now have their better fixtures out of the way. So I personally wouldn't look to reinvest doubly in the Arsenal defense. My opinion, though.
That's the yeah. I know that I'm in a position where I have both Timber and Gabriel, and I know quite a lot of managers will have Raya and Gabriel most likely. In this situation, I don't hate the shout of going to Timber instead, because I think out of all of the defenders for Arsenal, he probably has the best threat of a return. But yeah, like you said, I'm kind of looking at Gabriel, I'm looking at Saliba and Calafiore, and I don't feel the need to go and grab one of them when I could go for Van Dijk, whose fixtures just look incredible, and also his DEFCON stats. So he's one of the best for DEFCON at the moment. But he should have had a goal the other week as well. I think like if he scored that goal and it wasn't disallowed, I think it's a no-brainer for most managers that are going straight to him this week.
Yeah, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but that was 100%. That goal should have been allowed. I'm not sure what VAR was doing. That's an absolute robbery, in my opinion. But
It's disgraceful. But yeah, I think another name to throw out there, or another team to throw out there, is the Everton defense, who especially Tarkowski and Keane, do look like pretty good options, especially with DEFCON. At the moment as well. If you want to be a bit different and you don't, or maybe you have Van Dijk already and you want to be a bit different, then you could go for an Everton defender and switch things up a bit.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, 100%.
I think like you said, Munoz, Munoz, Van Dijk are the two main picks I think that
Yeah.
are the best at
And
this moment.
just to cover some bases for anyone that wants to know, I'm not sure. Maybe some people haven't seen any other injury updates because there is quite a few other key players which have flags. I would say, first of all, I know we didn't have the staff to put out a press conference video
Oh yeah,
and put it out
no,
in time.
unfortunately,
Some people do, so please have a look at them. So take what I'm about to say. It's going off obviously what everyone's talking about on Twitter, but obviously anyone can post on Twitter, so you have to take it with a pinch of salt, or more than a pinch of salt
yeah.
in some cases. There is rumours that Semenyo might actually be okay, which is surprising to me, but I wouldn't. This is why, if you haven't already made your transfers, please wait up until that Saturday morning to make your transfers. Don't see a yellow flag in your team on some key players and thinking that you can make a transfer out, because Semenyo might actually be okay, and that West Ham fixture, well, Ollie's banking on Tavernier to score in that, and you never know, Semenyo might get the assist for it, so he could score.
Exactly.
However, same for Enzo Fernandez. I'm not actually. I think he'll be fine too. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he was just getting rested because
Yeah,
he's been just playing so much.
because did he not play the second Argentinian? I don't
No.
think he did. I think he's fine. I don't think that's a concern if anyone that owns Enzo Fernandez or looking to buy him. However, if anyone has I can't think of the word for it. If anyone's as unfortunate as I am to own Paqueta, now is a great week to get him out your team, because he can't actually play this week because he's racked up 5 yellow cards. So get that man gone, and probably the same for Gyökeres. Now's probably a good time to get rid of him too, because
if you haven't already got rid of Gyökeres,
yeah,
should be doing.
I'm preaching to 13% of the FPL player base and probably 1% of the people watching this video, and that'll probably be me in a few hours' time. So get him gone.
Exactly, there we go. And I think as well, before we end this video, this is just a great lesson to anyone that made their transfers before the international break, or before the international games started.
Yeah.
This is why you hold transfers, because things like this happen, especially, you see it so many times. Someone will make a transfer Monday night because they've watched Bruno Fernandes score a hat-trick and go, I need that man in my team. He'll then play he'll then play in the Champions League or Europa League or whatever, get injured, and you didn't have to make that transfer. You could have waited until the deadline, or at least the Friday, to get the press conference news. It's always, unless you think there's going to be a major price swing, it's always better to hold your transfer and just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do really have to be careful with transfers over the and I think even in this Christmas period,
especially the international break,
even going into the Christmas period when the fixtures become more rapid fire, you have to be even more careful then, because people will get rotated and rested, and I remember that was absolute hell. Like this time last year. So now I reckon the run up to Christmas now, we do have to be very careful with who we're transferring in, and you might want to get a bit of planning done to who you think will actually play consistently throughout the next 5 to 6 game weeks.
Exactly. What we're gonna do at some point before game week 16, I think it is we'll put out a video explaining what happens with the AFCON players, what you should do with your transfers, and all of that, suggestions as well, to just help anyone who doesn't really understand it, so they can get a better idea. I'm basically talking to our dad here, who will indefinitely come to us and go, why do I have 5 transfers now? Why are my players not playing this week? And then I can redirect him to the video we make explaining it all and not have to chat anymore.
Yeah, it'll be like tailored for plus over 40s. the senior FPL player base.
the senior moment FPL
Yeah.
video for them. Right. Well, I think that is all for today, though. Thank you anyone who's still listening. I know it didn't start ideal, but I think we got back into the
We
swing of
did.
things.
We did indeed.
This will this is the penultimate video when me and Luke aren't together. So next week's game week 13, we will be on Discord again. But game week 14, I will be back in the flesh.
Back in the
Well,
crib.
me and Luke will be arm in arm
Uh,
talking about all things game week 14. So I can't wait to see you again, Luke, in person.
it's gonna be
Give you a
yeah.
hug,
It's been a while.
you
We
know.
got darts here as well
It has
now.
it really
We've even got a reason for you to come back.
exactly. Well, that's why I left. If I didn't leave, you wouldn't have set up this dance thing. So at least now, when I come back, there's a bit of order in the house.
Yeah, so at least something changes where we live.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. Well, we will see you all for live reactions on Wednesday. Hopefully, our teams have done well. Hopefully, our differentials have done even better. I'll see you in a bit.
See you.
Bye.